when you're anchoring, people will still think that somehow the job is that you come in and you put on makeup all day and then you get up there and read scripts. Well, I hate to disappoint you, but that's not the job.
You probably, in all probability, are not going to get a job after your first interview. But if you keep at it, you will.
Misspellings and typos drive us nuts. If you aren't willing to take the time to pour over that resume and make sure that it's just perfect, I might not be convinced that you would be willing to take the time to be real perfect in the job that you're coming to apply for.
I did have a very typical on-air career climb, which was mentioned, which was you start in a small market, you just get a job somewhere. Before that, I think internships are really important. I found a good internship. I made the most out of my internship. I managed to get a tape together before I left my internship, so I had something to try to get that first on-air job with. And then you get your first on-air job, you do the best you can to get a better tape together to find somebody. I've managed to find somebody in the medium-sized market to hire me. And it's the same process there, and eventually I got lucky. Denver is home for me, and I managed to get a foot in the door here and to get the opportunity to come back home and be in Denver.
Another beautiful thing about this business is how else can you have access, like she said, to all these business owners? If the media thing doesn't work out for you, you have a bag full of decision makers in your back pocket that you can call up at any time. And that they'll be willing to talk with you for sure. Don't know if you get a job, but can't hurt.
The internships are key. As Robert told you, you went fast from an internship into what you did. Internships provide you not only with a first practical experiences, but they offer you the opportunity for the networking, which you're going to find very, very important.
I think just enthusiasm and the interest that you bring to what you do, whether it's as an intern or a new hire, or if you're someplace for years, I think we're always seeking that sense of enthusiasm that an individual has.
When you get into that first interview or internship or that first job, you're not going to be the most important person in that organization. You'll be important, and the projects that you're working on are important, but I can assure you, you're not the most important person in there. I think Sonny alluded to the fact that there's other arms and branches of this organization, and it will be important for you to be able to step back and look at the big picture, see what else is out there, that what you're doing affects, and that may again affect you, and realize that again yours is not the most important, but it is a component.
I want to re-stress is networking or using the tools and the resources that are available to you, both within your profession and without your profession. Don't forget to ask for help. Don't forget that a cocktail party, don't forget standing in line in Starbucks, don't forget any of those are opportunities to network and interview as well. Always keep yourself, on the alert. You never know. Taking a plane ride. I've had some of my best interviews when I was captive on a plane sitting next to someone. Just exploratory interviews, finding out what someone does and what they're interested in. Don't be afraid. I think confidence is something that's really important, but you don't have to be confident in anything more than who you are as an individual and what you're bringing to the table.
It's nice to have on your resume that you did an internship with NBC News in New York, but if I'm an employer, I know that you got coffee at NBC News in New York for 3 months out of the year, and you observed. But if you're willing to go to maybe Grand Junction or to whatever small market might be nearest you, very likely they'll let you, your producers there will let you help them write scripts, and you can actually get your hands on a computer somewhere. You might be able to edit. They might let you get out and shoot. So that would be my advice, is to try to get that opportunity.
This is a small world that we live in inside of television, whether it's in sales, production, engineering, management, whatever. We all know each other. We've heard of each other somehow. Those networking contacts will be important to you, maybe not next month, maybe not 6 months from now, maybe not even next year, but 2 or 3 years down the road, they will be important. You will want to track people's names and where they're at. Keep track of them.
Remember that we're in a very small world. This world that you're in is very small, and so that's another good thing to remember when you're standing in Starbucks too, or saying something on a plane in a restaurant, is that it is a small world, and that means that you don't want to burn any bridges, but it means you have an awful lot of bridges to cross over as well.